Hello, hello, hello. What's this? I cannot see my whole face. I scooch back a bit. So now. Alright. Now. Yes, it is my birthday. Yes, I did mean overhated, not overrated. I do not think this game deserves the level of hate it's getting. Whew. Now, I will be the first to admit this is not the perfect game. I'd even go so far as to say that out of all the Dragon Age games, this is one's probably my least favorite. I'm gonna tell some of my friends I'm streaming. Give me a moment. Drink this water. Yeah. All right. Okay. Yeah, I think it goes as far as say of all the nights, it's my least favorite. However, this game is not, as some idiots put it, garbage.
Wait. The Miriam daggers vibrating like a song in a wine glass. Those voices?
Let's find out.
Striking the crossroads without forethought would be folly.
Folly.
The rebellion controlled it for far too long. Its defenses will be artfully hidden.
Hidden, hidden, hidden.
You will not press? Our forces are cunning and sharpened.
Sharpened, sharpened, sharpened.
Fen'Harel's spite is endless and his trickery not easily overcome.
Overcome, overcome, overcome.
He will have traps in wait. A crossroads in ruin is no good to us.
Us.
Elganon and Gillenay. Were we eavesdropping on the past?
Yes, we were, Rook. I cut him off.
Places between.
Da 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 da. Ooh, thingies. Do this. Yes, I got it. For I am a wizard. What? Being right in front of me. Oh, surprise! Surprise, sucker!
Got that fancy Illuvian up and running.
I did. Well, most of the way. Everyone helped out.
So tell me, how safe is it? Any reason to be worried?
Oh, you shouldn't worry at all.
So it's safe then?
No, just worrying won't help. Whatever happens would be instantaneous.
That's reassuring.
You see, dialogue like that makes you wonder, how can people think the companion banter to be boring? People clearly have ridiculously high standards. That's the only explanation I can think of. So it's safe then. Oh no, there's just no reason, because it'll be instantaneous. Huh, that's reassuring. Oh yes, I will.
Who's the mystery woman?
Yes,
Looking to
as I
inflict
said,
some pain?
I am willing to admit that this is not the perfect Dragon Age game. In fact, I'd even go so far as to say that out of the Dragon Age games, this one's my least favorite. My nose itches. So yeah, you say like
Good
there
Keep your head out there.
there are
If the gorgeous
some
girl-
complaints about this game that I actually agree with. Example,
Exactly.
the lack of proper customization of past choices. Like when it was coming out, when I heard you would be able to customize your Inquisitor, I just kept thinking, yes, but what about the Warden and Hawk? What about the Warden and Hawk? What about the Warden and Hawk? Oh. So yeah, it's coming down to just design.
I heard about this Nodus Derthalan spirit you found.
I sure didn't expect that.
Be careful. The things that pop out of nowhere usually bite you in the ass.
Like Hassan?
And that beak of his hurts.
Oh my gosh! I never heard that dialogue before. Again, how can people find the companion banter boring? Now, what was I saying? Aha! You missed! Oh yes, it comes down to like 3 choices.
Careful ahead.
Who you romance? What the fate of the Inquisition is? Did I miss an enemy? Oh yes, I did. And what's your Inquisitor's decision on Solaces? Like what the F? I usually export my streams to YouTube, so I'm censoring curse words just for now. But yes. Something... I keep losing my train of thought, but yes. With all these factions, some of them would be such good opportunities for bringing back old characters, like the Shadow Dragons. It would be a good opportunity to bring back Fenris, and the Crows would be a good opportunity to bring back Zevran. But no. You can't let people's past
Let's get
decisions
going.
matter.
I've been thinking. Lancet and Remy used special food to train the Griffins. Said it was the fastest way to start a bond.
Right. What did you call it? Tullum?
That's it. And gingerwort truffles were the Griffin's favorite treats. They grow around ruins. We're going to teach Hassan how to find some.
Swoosh. Gotta drink some more water. Yeah. So yeah. It would have been nice. Heck, the Veil Jumpers would even be a good opportunity to bring back Meryl. After all, her story is actually kind of similar to Balara's. A peppy elf girl.
How did you end up with the Grey Wardens?
Grew up in a Dalish clan. I'd hear all these stories about things that happened thousands of years ago.
The Dalish do love their history.
Except
they
I
do.
wanted to make history. Didn't fit in. Got bored, so I went looking for adventure.
How'd that go over with your clan?
Adventure!
Poorly. They felt like I rejected them.
Did you?
Yeah, I suppose. Clan life wasn't for me. I had to get away.
So then what happened? You're out in the world looking for adventure?
Got my ass kicked. Went broke. I couldn't go crawling back to my clan of failure. Doubt they'd take me back. It forced me to figure out what I was good at. Always had a knack for hunting.
What was I saying again? Yes, both Laura and Meryl, both spunky elves, both want to discover their lost history, both just want to repair an ancient elven artifact. In fact, both end of their stories partially end with deciding whether to keep the ancient elven artifact. Then my nose begins to itch again. So yeah, I feel like the Veil Jumpers would be a good opportunity to bring back Meryl. Another complaint I would agree with. Another complaint I would agree with is that scene with Tash, when that dinner scene with Tash when they were coming out to their mom as non-binary. Like, it just felt weird. It was like I'm non-binary. You know, there's a Kunari term for that. You never understood me, Mom, storms out. Like, what is that? There was, like, no actual communication there. Just words
What are you
were
doing?
spoken.
That's not a truffle. That's a nug. You'll get fleas.
At least he's having fun.
Truth is, purrs when you scratch it. Maybe we can speed
Another
things up by
sod.
helping. Let's search the bushes. Look around for truffles.
Okay. Was I saying anything else?
Keep looking.
I keep losing my train of thought. I swear it's
drop
my
it.
ADHD.
Yeah.
The nugs pretty much own Arlithan Forest.
What was I saying now?
No. This is harder than it looks.
Now,
It's fleas, isn't it? What'd I tell you?
Actually, I think it's a truffle.
Huh.
Maybe the nugs
Truffles.
like truffles. Could Hassan know that if you follow them, you might find truffles?
Are you really that smart, boy?
he is.
Seems pretty clever to me.
If only you'd be clever enough to listen.
Well, you're still getting to know each other. Remember? Tolan? Remy was probably right. Remember how she said he needed a lighter touch?
If I go soft on him, the world would chew him up.
Let's give you both a chance and see if we can find any more of these.
Now then.
How?
Find some nugs, see what happens.
See what happens.
How did you go from hunter to slayer of monsters?
Uncle Eldrin. An old elf I knew growing up. When I was a kid, I'd hunt just about anything. Rabbits, deer, fox. Eldrin gave that purpose. Taught me the way of 3 trees.
Three
way
trees.
of the arrow, way of the bow, way of the wood.
That sounds noble.
Eldrin taught me to hunt the unnatural so the natural can thrive. Be a force for good. Besides, it was either that or starve. Monsters paid good coin.
But why become a Grey Warden? If you were making money on your own.
I didn't leave my clan to get rich. Had to prove it was all worth something. I needed a cause.
There are easier causes than dying in the deep roads.
Darkness is a sparring partner. The greater the shadow you confront, the stronger you are for winning.
Till you meet one you can't beat.
Haven't yet.
Dun dun dun. One other complaint I'd have with this game. The quest. Well, I forget what it's called. It's the quest where you end up recruiting Davrin. That ends up being a point of no return. Where once you have it, your irreversible things happen to either Rathis or Treviso. Thing is, the game doesn't warn you about there being a point of no return. So with my first playthrough, I thought I'd just wait to do some quests there. After I got more companions. Ended up missing out on a bit of content my first playthrough. Yeah. Especially since I heard you'd be warned of these types of things initially. Not there! I really could have used a warning. No one I know of has addressed it so far, so thought I'd address it here. Anyway, I am running up here.
There. I think Hassan's got something.
Nugs.
Why don't you take a look?
Hello.
I'll be damned. Follow the nugs.
Like I said, he's a clever one.
Might make a tracker out of you yet. Hungry?
Sonic is so cute.
What? It's gingerwort. Eat it.
Remember, light touch.
I mean, it's dessert fit for a prince. See?
You can trust Hassan.
He'll be fine. He just has a strong spirit. Let him grow into it.
Might not have time for that. With Lancet and Remy gone, if something happens to me, he'll have to stand on his own.
So don't let anything happen to you.
We're both wardens. Death's around every corner. Not that I don't enjoy punching it squarely in the face.
2 or 3 times, just to be sure.
But you can't beat back death forever.
No.
Okay, boy. That's enough for one day.
He's having fun.
No, it's not.
He overeats, and you'll find out how fun Griffin puke is.
Son, you heard him. Let's go.
Dun dun dun. Open this chest. Dun 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 dun. Something real quick. Yeah. Yes. Gotta head back to the lighthouse. Do 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 do. Anyone have anything to say? Harding has something to say. Da da da. This is my third playthrough of this game. That should tell you how much I enjoy this game. Like I said, I'll admit it's not the perfect game, and even willing to admit it's not my least... it is my least favorite Dragon Age game. But for goodness sake, it's not terrible. It's still a decent game.
Did I see you writing a message to the Inquisition? What's that about?
You know, Varric and I were part of the Inquisition, right? I'm trying to get news about the South. But Charter hasn't replied to any of my messages. I'm trying not to worry about what's happening there, but... No, it's probably fine. Charter's just busy. She's always busy.
Charter. Who's that?
She's the Inquisition's spy master.
Dun, dun,
Well,
dun.
no. I guess now that the Inquisition answers to the Chantry, that makes her Divine Victoria's spy master.
Inquisition's presence.
I haven't heard much about the Inquisition in years.
Oh, that's intentional. When the breach was open, we needed a large group to stop Southern Thedas from falling into chaos. It's changed in the years since. We're a smaller force working underground to keep an eye on things going on in the world.
Should I be worried?
A spy master? She doesn't know things about me, does she? Do I need to worry?
Charter probably knows everything about you.
Oh no!
Oh, but she's not going to use it against you. I mean, if you behave.
So how long were you with the Inquisition? 10 years?
Something like that. Why?
You must know the Inquisitor.
Well, yeah, we worked together. I wasn't part of the Inquisitor's inner circle, though. I spent more time with the ordinary people, the ones you didn't hear about.
Ordinary people.
So, tell me about these ordinary Inquisition members I haven't heard about.
The Inquisition hired hundreds, and most of them weren't Magisters or Ben Hasrith or the left hand of the Divine. There were scouts and stable hands, carpenters and cooks and quartermasters, even 2 dedicated pastry chefs. Most of them volunteered, like me. We wanted to help in whatever small way we could.
Pastry chefs.
I'm sure those pastries were a great help.
My ma likes to say that sometimes the pie is for eating, and sometimes it's for crying into. Doesn't even need to be pie. Rector liked cake, and Faulkner loved soup. But food was always a comfort.
Rector? Faulkner?
Liliana gave all her agents pseudonyms.
Right. Like Charter.
Well, Charter's Charter, but when the other 2 and I were together, we were just Lace, Wilbur, and Katya.
Doo-doo. What about the advisors?
And the Inquisitor's advisors? What about them?
Of all of them, I'd say Josephine is my favorite. She's lovely. She still sends me a box of handmade sweets from Val Royeaux every year on my name day.
Aww.
Cullen and I got along too, but he was always busy. He would have bad days from lyrium withdrawal sometimes, and I would share the tea that my ma sent. He's from Ferelden too. Maybe it reminded him of home.
What about Liliana? I heard she's intense.
I think she likes to cultivate that reputation. She's not nearly as terrifying as she sounds. Oh, I passed her in the Great Hall one day, and she suddenly turned and asked me if I wanted a nug.
A nug? Those small pink rodent things? What for?
She loved them and made a hobby of breeding them as pets.
So, did you take the nug?
No! What am I gonna do with a nug?
So, one thing I gotta bring up. Liliana's not as tense as she sounds. Meanwhile, when I was replaying Inquisition in preparation for this game coming out, I talked to Harding, and she was like, Liliana looked at me. I think she intends to kill me. So the irony in that statement here. In the inner circle.
But you did know people from the Inquisitor's inner circle, didn't you?
I knew them, sure, but those early days, all I wanted was to prove myself and not get in anyone's way. Some of them were more approachable than others. Sarah was a puppy with a new toy. 100 new toys. Fun, if you can handle the mess. She was really the only one who could make Rainier, well, Blackwall then, let down his guard. Otherwise, he kept to himself and stuck to the stables.
Indeed.
We'd talk when I visited the horses.
Horses.
And there was Cole, of course.
The spirit boy?
Yep. I was just sitting on the walls one day, and he asked if he could join my game.
No,
Like
that sounds like
a
Cole.
card game?
Nah, just good old people watching. Must have seemed like a game to him somehow. We'd pick strangers out of the crowd and try to say something about them. Like, ooh, she heard the joke yesterday and she's still trying not to laugh. Or one of Cole's. His eyes remind her of the ones beneath her bed.
Who stores eyes under their bed? I'm partial to a nice wall display myself.
Well, that's one interpretation that never occurred to me. Thanks.
You're welcome. Wasn't Cole an empath? He must have been great at this game.
Aha, but the rule was you couldn't say anything you actually knew. He got it in the end. I think.
So you didn't ask him if you guessed right?
Well, being right wasn't the point. Making a habit of seeing people was. I think he liked that. It's why you don't miss.
Do you miss the Inquisition?
Do you miss it? The Inquisition, I mean.
It's hard to miss an organization. They're only as good as their people, don't you think? But I do miss my friends. We write each other, but it's not the same. And the Inquisition is different from what we've built here. Not better or worse, just different. It's special when you're among people working toward the same goal.
Not everyone. There was Solus. What did you really think of him back then?
Lonely. He always seemed lonely. It's hard not to be when you hold yourself above everyone else.
I feel sorry for him.
As smart as he's supposed to be, there's just some things he doesn't get. At all.
Yeah. Maybe one day he will. Maybe. If you help him. Anyway, I'm sure something out there's on fire, and here I am rambling about the past.
Something's on
I should
fire.
let you go. Talk later?
Oh. Now then. Now then. I need to use the bathroom. Don't have any catchy radio music to play, so here's a cute griffin. Whew. Yeah, I was holding that in for a while. I'm gonna pet us on. Yeah, give him a hug. Yeah. Alright. Now what do I want to do next? Excuse me. I forget what I wanted to do. Help!
Strength earns mastery.
Something. Dance! Dance. Run around in circles. Run around in circles. Like a crazy man. I'm a crazy man. Right. My nose itches. I can't remember what it is I want to do, so I guess I'm gonna end the stream here. Let's see who we can rage.